Peace. What's happening, baby? How y'all doing? Whew. Kind of windy out here, man. You know, this wind. I mean, if y'all ever see us right out here, you see me, I got a coat on. This snow is for great reason. I promise. I ain't just doing this for fashion. But, you know, I was in quarantine. Still keeping our spirits up. Got to keep the energy right. And even though we still go through things. We're praying with people like anybody else. But a lot of times we feel it in order to heal it. And if you guys been watching, we express that. We express that most definitely. But you know, we got to keep our spirits up. Gotta choose the right things, man. Gotta choose the right things. I just wanted to say to y'all, you know, be great, guys. Be great. Make sure you're having a great one. You know, this right here, this coronavirus, this quarantine, this recession, this is an opportunity. It is. This is an opportunity to advance, bro. Because a lot of things are gonna be ending. You know, Coach Tanisha was talking about a lot of foster parents. You know, they're gonna be done. They're gonna be done. You know, especially the children who are getting abused, they're gonna be done. A lot of churches, a lot of these shucking jobs in churches, they gonna be done. You know, the children, it's a gift. I said this, you know, they ain't gotta go to school. You ain't gotta go through indoctrination. You ain't gotta deal with these indiscriminatory teachers who don't like you because you brown. You don't gotta deal with these shucking job, Sambo ass niggas who be kissing ass, who be kissing pale ass their whole life, but they never got up from it. You ain't gotta deal with that. You don't. You ain't gotta read no faggot ass book, nigga. And I'm a nigga who love to read books. I honestly do. I tell y'all to read books, man. But you ain't gotta read about no freaking homosexual ass Shakespeare and supposed to worship him. And they worship him like he's so great. That nigga was a faggot. Bitch ass boy. F his bitch ass. Got men dressing up and with wigs and stuff and kissing and stuff. You got your child learning that, rehearsing that? Huh? The frick you talking about, nigga? Cause I was in school. I remember I was in the 7th grade. It was like, we had an all-boys class. It was my English class. Our group, we were reading a part from a book. Yeah, so it was all-boys class. I think one of the parts I was reading some females. And I was just reading it normally in my normal voice. And I think it was some props to go with it. And it was like a dress. It was like a dress. I don't know how. It was like a dress. Who the frick is Ace? Who's there? Nigga, Ace. Who there? Somebody in? You better tell me, nigga. Anyway. It was a dress. It was a dress. And they wanted me, and my group members, they want me to put it on. It's like, come on, put it on. And they were laughing, like they were smiling too. And I'm like, no. I was like, I don't feel comfortable putting that on. I said, I don't feel comfortable putting that on. I just kept saying, and I was like, I wasn't gonna put that on. And then my teacher was like, yeah, if he feels uncomfortable putting it on, he doesn't have to wear it. And I stood on that. I had enough sense in me at that age to know that as a man, a young man, as a child, I shouldn't be wearing no dress. I should be wearing a European dress. No more of that. Because you know in school they teaching them about fag stuff. Homosexuality, which is anti-life. What homosexuals naturally produce children. I got one hand, y'all, so. What homosexuals naturally produce children. Which one? What animals in nature that are homosexual practice homosexuality? There's a male and a female. They come together to procreate. Children don't got to deal with that. They don't got to be indoctrinated. This is time to be a break. Time to reset, cleanse their mind. You know, I told y'all about the young brother who had said on Instagram, because after her sister had posted something, she said there's no school for the youth. For the youth. And the young brother had said, yeah, but there's nothing to do. Nothing to do. This is a gift. I had to tell that young brother, there's only so much I can say in an Instagram account, but this is a gift. This is an opportunity. You can reset your mind. You can study whatever you want to study. This is the time you can do that. And this is for anybody. This goes for all ages. If you're not working right now, people complain about two things. They ain't got money and they ain't got time. This is your time right now. You can study, you can research, you can study anything you want to learn. You can learn another language right now. I studied this. School, you don't need school. Did you know I learned a foreign language without school? But I paid a dime. All I had was a connection to the internet. I only stopped it a little bit. Je parle petit français. Je parle petit français. I speak a bit of French. I speak a little bit of French. Comment ça va? C'est beau. I don't know a little bit, but I mean, like, I've learned the foreign language. I didn't have to go to France in order to speak to somebody who was in French. I learned that through an internet connection. After education, nigga. I'm the first nigga to say it like that. What? Why would he say that? Why would he? Nigga, look up the etymology of the word education. It is the teaching of animals. That's why when you go to school, they say, here, walk in a straight line. Here, sit, stay. Here, now get up, go eat lunch. You know, all this. Good, now roll over. All this, all that, huh? And as I'm out here in nature, I want to give y'all a little bit of the stream. Hold on, let me see how. If y'all saw me a little earlier, you see the sun glistening off of it. If not, y'all, y'all saw me a little bit, like a minute ago when I was talking. I was looking over there, and I seen a duck in the water. It took off. And you know, just by sitting here in nature, and I noticed that the ducklings, the young ducks, you know what they do? They learn from their own. They learn from their own about how to live. But yet, when it opposed to the American, because you know who the American is. that is the original habitat of the copper-colored races. People with skin is the same color as the soil. You see my feathers. You see my feathers, baby. I'm not just talking about living it. But yet when it comes to the American, they get their information from foreigners, not their own, out on how to live. And they do it as a collective. They go send their younglings to get taught by the people who do not have the best interest for them in mind as a mass. How do you expect to benefit off of this? How do you expect to collect beneficial knowledge? But yet, they're too scared to even claim that they're American. They're too scared to claim it. They're too scared to think for themselves. Because you ready to call yourself black. Man. Ooh. I'm going to say it like this, man. Woo. Y'all look at my coat. I had to stand up so y'all can see this. Look at my coat and look at my skin. We is not the same complexion. Even I got the shade. Hold on. Switch hands. We're not the same complexion. I'm not black. I'm not. My skin is the same color as the soil. I'm not black. I don't even celebrate Black History Month. Who are you to say that, to tribute all of my people's accolades into the shortest month out of their year? Who are you to say that? Who are you to say that? Who are you to say that? Who are you to say and attribute all of the accolades and put it in the shortest month out of their year, and then that's it? What has been given? What resources are being given? Golly, who are you to say that, man? How? Who are you to say that you be black? Just look at the word black. Put the hyphen in between the B and the L. Be black. You be black? What does black mean? Look up the etymology of the word black. You got the time for it. You got the time for it. What does it mean? What does it mean, man? What does it mean? African American. What name a country or continent the name African-American? Please, this is the time to study. This is the time to invest. Let's not let this go to waste, man. Let's start to be critical thinkers. Let's start to ask questions, especially since I'm talking to the youth, man. Because, you know, the youth is the future. And if you don't take care of your youth, What does that say about you? That says you can care less about your future. That in itself is a suicidal statement, a genocidal statement. You are trying to get rid of your own. And calling yourself a black or African-American or a Moor when you are not a Moor, or you're a Moor and you're not going back to Morocco, or you're a Hebrew Israelite and you're adopting a culture somebody else's, or just the fact that you're following a fictitious book like the Bible because you have not just done the critical thinking and just look up the original meaning of religion. The word religion comes from the word religere, which is to bind, which is to hinder. So by following such, you're hindering your own mind. Huh? 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 I'm trying to get some of this sun. And for you to have that and keep and all this fictitious documentation and just fictitious information just being put out as far as with the blacks, African Americans, and then Native American. You know, the Native American is a patent term owned by the United States government. Do you know that? Do you know that? If Native American was already American, why was there a need to put the word native in front of it? Huh? Native means foreigner. Indigenous means foreigner. Indigenous American, foreigner American, Native American, foreign American. This is why they are Mongoloids. They're from Siberia. Look at the people of Siberia, look at them. Look at them, huh? Everywhere you go across the globe, globe, I'm sorry, Earth is flat, but you get what I'm saying, across the map. Oh, you say, how is the Earth flat? Why don't, I'm gonna ask you this question, why don't the oceans have curves? If this thing's supposed to be a globe and this thing is supposed to be a thing called gravity, wouldn't it make sense that the water just pour out? It just pour out? Wouldn't it just make sense to do that? Why doesn't it do that? You gotta think. You gotta think, man. I'm telling you, man. Critical thinking is an art. Critical thinking is an art. But everywhere across the world, the original inhabitants are a brown color. They're brown. Different shades, different types of browns, different features, but they're brown. Yet when you look at the African, you look at the Australian, you look at like the Asian, Papua New Guinea, but then all of a sudden, and, you know, in Europe too, even though Europe is Africa, Europe is connected to Africa. Look at it on the map. It's connected to Africa. But all of a sudden, when you get to America, they want to paint it as some Mulan, stringy hair, not hair, fur, stringy looking type, flat face, hybrid, can't even take the sun. How can you be original to the land and not take the land itself? How can you not take the soil? How can you not take the plants? How can you not take the sun? How can you not? Look at the color of the soil. Look at the color of the trees. I see them. Look at the leaves on the trees. Whose skin is the color of the soil? Whose skin is the color of the trees? And whose hair grows as the trees? And who's always been here for so long? And you gotta start to think, with the story of Harriet Tubman, how could somebody be supposedly from Africa come to a foreign land and know how to navigate in order to escape from indentured servitude, not slavery? Because if she was a slave comes from the word Slavic. Slavic pertains to European regions. They've already discovered that she is not a European. So clearly she was not a slave. If that was the case, then she would have to be a indentured servant. But how can she navigate in a land she's never been and escape from terrorists? Because that's what they are, terrorists. How? How does she know how to navigate in a land that she's supposed to be a foreigner to? That's just outlandish. Huh. Why does it say that she's from Maryland? She's from Maryland. Where's Maryland at? That's in America. That's an American continent. She was an American. As a matter of fact, she fits the description of these people that have always been here. And she's an original inhabitant, is she? Is she? How is she an African? How is she African American? She ain't no African. She ain't no African American. She's not even black. Her skin is brown. Wow. You got to start to question. You got to start to analyze. You got to start to think. This is the gift. This right now is a gift. You got the opportunity in order to do it. Now let's not waste this. Let's not waste this time, man. This quote unquote time. Let's better ourselves. If you want to better yourself, you can book a one-on-one coaching session with us. We're going to have the information for that and the link in the description box. And also, most definitely want to say that. And we have the corona-proof virus course. The course is definitely in the works. We're going to be updating it. We're going to be updating as we go. We're going to have your feedback. So most definitely you can sign up for the course. Sign up for the course, most definitely. We got that information for you in the description box, so you can sign up for it. Get our free ebook, and that's only for a limited amount of time. And if you really want to advance your business, I just don't know where to start with business, do the Old Faith Challenge, the 30-day challenge. It's an intense, most course I've ever took, but it's only for $100. It was the best money I've ever spent. It was literally worth thousands and thousands, $10,000, $15,000. But yet, I got the best information. I got the best information there. For only $100, it was really a steal. I couldn't believe that. I honestly still can't believe it to this day. It's the best information I've ever gotten. And I've spent thousands of dollars on to coaches and courses alone. And I've just spent only $100 on that just to save up that much time to get taught by people who know the best, like informative information. That's something. We got that in the description box for you guys. Make sure you guys enjoy yourself. Try to relax. Don't waste his time. Step out into nature. Even if you got negative people, negative energies around you. Let's be the change. Let's try to be better. Let's not try. Let's be better. Our words cast spells, and we are great. I love this land. Peace. Oh, if I haven't said it already, like, comment, subscribe, and share, because we've been uploading daily, as you can tell. All right. Peace, love, and light, y'all.